Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Donna here. Well, we're going to start in on some Valentine decorations today, and we're going to do a bubble wreath for Valentine's Day. Bubble wreaths are the most requested wreaths that I make, and so I have some pretty mesh here. It's an ombre. Let me just get it out and show you. Pink metallic ombre. So we're going to use that to make a bubble wreath. I'm going to make a pretty ribbon with the black and white, a black and white that has little hearts on it, and a pink and white heart ribbon. And for the sign, I have a candy heart. Now this sign I made. I did not film myself making it because it is made very similar to the same technique that I just made the last sign, the welcome sign on the Cricut. I painted the sign pink. It was plain wood, like this. I painted it pink and then created a lace border, the words, and then I put a little bling up there in the corner just because. So this will be our sign. So let me get you down to the desk and we'll get started making a bubble wreath for Valentine's Day. Be right back. Okay, I'm not going to use the mesh roller because the camera is in front of it and you do get a better angle from this side than the other. So I'm going to start by gathering up the top like we start every other wreath. And I have a Dollar Tree frame. I'm going to go to a crossbar and with a zip tie, I'm just going to zip tie this on. And we'll push that under, and we'll push the mesh down under I too. Now I want my mesh to be curls down. The open pieces are underneath, okay? And you know what? I'll be right back. I forgot to get out my pipe cleaners. Okay, now I think I'm ready. One thinks. I'm going to go about, I'm going to make them a little smaller this time. I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think I'll do 8-inch bubbles. And I'm taking the pipe cleaner, I'm going around the mesh and around the middle two wires on the frame. And I'm going to push it right up tight to the next one, first one. As you can see, you want to keep the openings down at the bottom. Pushing it up as tight as I can. I'm pushing with my thumb while I'm wrapping on the underside. I can already tell this is going to be pretty. Those colors, the variegated colors, are very nice. what's good about the bubble wreath is, I've said before, I like the fact it uses the whole roll of mesh, so I don't have a bunch of 21-inch rolls with little pieces on them. 10-inch rolls you can figure out what to do with easier than you can the 21-inch roll, although I have made a bubble in the past using more than one roll that had some left on it. I think it was a red, white, and blue. But it's easier to get rid of the 10-inch mesh. Make the bubble go through. But another reason I like it is it's not the kind of a wreath that you need to put lots of embellishments on. You know, you don't need to use a ton of ribbon. It actually is better without the ribbon. I'm going to lift you up a bit. A pretty bow is okay, but it doesn't require a lot of other ribbon, so it's actually less expensive to make than some of the other wreaths. Pretty, very pretty. I'm going to, let's see what I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I made them a little smaller, so now I've put 7 in there. So now I'm moving on to the next section. And the first one in this section, I'm going to try to catch the last one in the first section together, you see, and that will hold it tighter. And I mention this each time, but you know, some people make these and use zip ties all the way around. And I find that much slower. I mean, it just, by the time I get the zip tie on in the right direction, boy, this is pretty mesh. This came from Craft Outlet. That's craftoutlet.com. That's really where I buy most of my mesh. Sometimes if I need, you know, a specific color, or I need some white or something like that, I might go to Hobby Lobby. My Joann's here is one of the older stores, and it's not one of the big stores. So it very rarely has a selection of mesh. It might have a few rolls, and that's about it. One more here and I'll move on to the next section. Let's just pull it out, push it back. Every so often check to make sure your openings are still at the bottom. And you can see what the back looks like. I go through it afterwards and just kind of flatten these down and smooth them out just a little bit. I'm using white pipe cleaners because it's the first ones I reached for. It doesn't make any difference what color you use, they don't show. Last one here, moving on to the next section. It moves right along quite quickly once you get going. Remember, I'm using this first one. I'm going to try to attach it to the last one. Just makes them stay a little tighter. Look at that. Is that pretty or what? Beautiful. absolutely beautiful colors. So we have 2 sections left. I think I had this pipe cleaner just a little shorter. And I also mentioned that I was going to take one of the wreaths I had already and try to de-decorate it for Christmas and redecorate it for a new holiday. And I will share that with you when we finish this. Push it up, hold it with your hand, and twist. Push it up. Around this middle 2. Pull it up to the next one. And twist. And we can spread them out a little. You can puff them a little or a lot. I tried to puff them all the same. I'm going to grab a couple of the others, twist them all together. That keeps it nice and tight. Yeah. Well, 2 more here and then I'm headed to the last section. Now I'm making these between 8 and 9 inches. Well, I'm going to have a little bit extra, but we'll get a few more in and make it nice and tight. Gets to the end, it kind of gets stuck to everything itself. They always stick to each other. I think I can get one more. So I probably have, you can see the end of the roll, I probably have about 2 or 3 feet, maybe not 3. No, probably about 2 feet. I'm going over this one, tying it in, and no, let's see. Okay, I think that's about all I can get in there. I'm going to cut it off. So we're just going to cut it. And I'd say I had two more curls I could have put in, but I really didn't need to. I'm going to take this and push it down in between. Never fails, does it? And now I'm going to take a zip tie and zip tie it off. And like I said, I'll go back and straighten these. I'll cut this off. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Full colors are beautiful. All right, let's get the things ready for the sign and the ribbons. Be right back. Okay, I'm going to move this off to the side here, and we'll get the sign ready. I think I'll put it like right about here. So I'm going to use a couple of pipe cleaners, and I'm going to staple them on. I don't have my glue gun hot right at the moment, so I'll put extras. Will not have to worry about them going through this board. It's very thick. Now what I'm going to do is just go down to where, let me bring it back over here, to where I've got it tied in between one of these ruffles. I don't want to squish the ruffle. So ruffle the bubble. No, that's too far up. You know, this is a little bit short. What I'm going to do, because I don't want to pull it too hard, is just extend these by twirling one inside the other. Make them just a little longer. All right. Right there. You can go right through the mesh. That's okay. There you go. Now for the the bow, I'm just going to use this to kind of hold the ribbon. I'm going to start with this one. And these wreaths really need just a long, simple tail. They don't need bows that are too elaborate. So I'm going to make a tail a good, 8 or 10 inches. And I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, and cut another tail. Okay. Now I'm going to take some of this pink heart ribbon and this is not wired, or if it is, yes, I guess it is, but it's very lightly wired. Do 1, and you see I'm going backwards, then forwards, and that keeps the print up top and I don't have to twist it. Okay, backwards and forward. And then one more with this little black and pink hearts. And this one I'm not going to put a big tail on, because we've got 2 tails already. So I'm just going to do 2 loops. Two loops. And then I'm going to take this and make one loop right in the middle. Catch it with my thumb. And cut it off. Okay, let's take, I think a zip tie. We'll go underneath it all, making sure I come up through this little loop I made. And I'm going to start tightening it. One can't talk. And I'm going to get some wire to put this on with. It's a little longer than the pipe cleaners, so I'll pull it off. Push this around to the back. And before I tighten it all the way, I'm going to put the wire through. That looks pretty good. So now I'll tighten her down. And we'll see what we have here. Well, first we have to get rid of this. These wires out of the way. And bring the wreath back over. Let me get a little closer so you can see. There you go. It will sit like that. Very pretty. I like the black and white ribbon on it. So let me take it up, put it on the door, and I'll show you what it looks like. I love it. Be right back. So there you go. I think that is gorgeous. I love it. And I do like the black and white ribbon on it. The bow's really, really cute. Just gives it enough. And my sign does look like a candy heart. So there you go. Bubbled. I'll show you how pretty that mesh is. Bubble wreath for Valentine's. Be mine. Okay, I'm going to be right back and show you what I did with my Christmas wreath. Hold in there. Okay, there you go. Look at this. Who says you have to take all your Christmas decorations down? Just take the bow off, put on a new bow, and this is a Dollar Tree pickup truck for Happy Valentine's Day. This was my Christmas bubble, and now it's a Valentine's bubble. Let's see if I can put them side by side. Be right back. So here we have it, 2 bubbles for Valentine's Day. One we made today, and one we made over today. So that's what I have for you today. Make a bubble wreath. They're the easiest things in the world, and they look so pretty. Add a few embellishments, and there you go. So that's all for today. I will be back again Friday and I'll be getting into trouble somehow, and I don't know what yet. In the meantime, have a great afternoon, and everybody play nice now. Bye-bye.